there.
Yeah, that's
that's the herbs.
That's our herb garden. Go
That's
around
the herb garden. You got to go down the back.
You want some cilantro?
Yes, we would. The whole head in there.
What is that?
Sour cherry Berliner Weiss.
Okay, let's finish. What do we got, Mike? Say it, start again.
Make Luke say it.
What are we drinking?
So we're drinking sour cherry Berliner Weiss. Weiss. I always say that wrong. Weiss.
Say rice.
Rice.
Okay.
Weiss.
No. Say Reese.
Reese. Weiss.
Say Risa.
Stop.
What do we normally talk about in these?
A bit about the brew day, a bit about the recipe.
Why did I prompt you?
I prompted Mike.
Yeah, this was multiple brew days. This is kettle sour. So you've done one of those before.
Yes.
So you kind of you do your mashing in like maybe 10 minutes of a boil as you normally would, then drop it down to about 30 degrees, put your lactobacillus in it, do your
And
pH
lactose
adjustment.
just use white yeast packet
Yep.
or yeah.
Yep, so did that for probably 3 days. I was kind of like, I was reading that the longer you leave it, the sourer it's going to get, so that was kind of why I left it so long. Then get the boil back on, do your late hops, your normal American
60
ale
minute
yeast. Yeah. Then
What pH did you get to?
so it was 3.7 before I started the boil.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's like and it tastes like a nice level of
Yeah.
sourness as well.
Run that again.
Because someone made the argument that if you wash your hands with rubber gloves on, it doesn't count as actually washing your hands. And they extrapolated the rest from the rest. It was interesting. It was
It
entertaining.
got real dark real quick.
That's like your editing cue to go back to normal now.
I'm drunk and thirsty, so...
Oh no, I'm the same. So this is going down so quickly, but
Oh, can you spice it together so I have like different amounts of beer at different points?
They all do that anyway.
I
'cause
can't
he,
even-
He just puts random
I've tried
spots
to,
in anyway. It's a hard word for me.
can you please go through the process to brew a soured beer? This is kettle soured.
Yes, this is one of the ways of doing it. So what I did was mashed and started a boil for about 10 minutes. Didn't do any hop additions for the first part, so you want low IBU for this. Then use some lactic acid to drop the pH to around 3.7
In the mash?
in the mash.
Yeah.
Yep. So and then pitch your lactobacillus at about 35-40 degrees and let that ferment for about 3 days, I reckon, maybe 2.5 days, and then you just carry on as you normally would. Resume your boil, do another 60 minutes, add your late hops, probably only like 15 grams over 20 litres, like pretty low IBU. And yeah, pitch a just normal Saccharomyces American ale yeast, and yeah.
And here we have.
A
Yeah.
nice,
Oh, so
delicious
yeah.
sour.
So that's to make a stock sour.
Yeah,
Or
so-
a kettle soured
Yes.
beer.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Why would you pick Berliner Weiss to sour?
Well, this is one of my beers from the BJCP challenge that we're doing. So I kept 5 litres of that to just bottle, and we can do that on the podcast or something like that one night. But with the rest of it, like, upon first tasting it, I was like, I was going to put a fruit in it anyway, and I had a whole bunch of sour cherries that I was saving for a lambic, but I'm not going to need them for a while. So
Okay.
I decided to use that, hoping the sourness from the cherries would give it a bit more sourness.
Yeah.
Am I saying sour enough?
Bit extra sour.
Sourer.
Sour. I think we touched on this the other video where it's like one of those sour is one of those words that can be 2 syllables or 1 or 1.5.
Yeah, it's
like mirror.
Very much an Australianism that you can
Mirror.
just condense a whole sentence into one mouth movement.
Sour.
Yeah, so see out it. Yeah, it's. I would like something probably a little bit more puckery if I was to have a sour beer,
This
but
is
this
pretty
is
You like
Right.
really sour,
Yeah.
don't you?
Like the
when it's
Sarti
sour.
we had the other
Yeah.
day.
not even that. Like, so that had like a bit of a funkiness to it. It wasn't just like straight
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of.
It wasn't
like
a clean sour, it was a funky.
So yeah, this is alright. This is my first crack at a sour as well, so it's.
The sour cherry, like, I've had the base Berliner Weiss yesterday, and the sour cherry definitely made it more sour. There's,
Oh, really?
yeah, or for me, it's sweeter and more sour.
I get this the salivatory.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
get that yesterday. It was a bit
Okay.
more crisp and tart than sour.
Okay. And what did the pH finish at for this?
First boil or whenever you checked it.
Shit, I can't remember.
Say
All I remember was
3.7?
3.7 in the
Yeah,
mash.
that was in the mash, was it?
Yeah.
After you finish
Which I
souring,
probably would have got down to
kettle
maybe
sour,
3.1, I reckon.
That
Maybe.
makes perfect. My kettle sour was about
3.2.
3.1, 3.2,
Yeah.
and it reminds me.
I still
of
reckon
this.
that was like sour
Yeah,
than the ones you did.
sour.
Yeah.
Sour. More sour, I'd say.
Sour.
Done.
How did sour have more syllables than sour? So recipe? Like
The
for the
grain
Berliner?
was just half Pilsner and wheat,
literally 50% each?
I reckon.
Yep.
So with a beer like this, you're only going to get about 3 to 3.5% anyway. So unmalted wheat as well. So like reasonably substantial grain bill, but because most of the wheat is just your mouthfeel sort
Yeah.
of stuff that you're adding. So
And hops?
yeah, just a little bit of mosaic at the end, and
And you use like an American ale yeast for this. But does that make it a Berliner Weiss?
yeah, I assume so. I don't think it really matters what sort of Saccharomyces you use. I was kind of opting for something like that would give less yeast flavour and would just more so.
So does a Berliner Weiss literally have to be kettle soured? I thought that was its own style without.
I'm not too sure on the specifics of it. I don't know if
Okay.
it has to be kettle soured, but I think it's just like one of the ways that you can control the
pH.
the
Okay.
pH a little bit more.
So it's
than
supposed
other
like a
methods.
Berliner Weiss is a low pH.
Yeah.
Sour.
Don't quote me on it, but I don't know if there's a way that you have to make a Berliner Weiss.
I won't quote you.
Can we cut that out?
There is no specific way.
Don't quote me or you distribute any video evidence of me saying this exactly, but I don't
Now-
think you have to kettle sour.
Does the cherryness come through? Because I actually, personally, I said this is a raspberry.
Yes. I like. Do you know what's cherry? No, I don't know if you do.
No, just red fruit.
Red fruit, yeah, red tart fruit.
Like
right.
you know it's fruity, but you don't know what fruit, and you're just guessing it's a red fruit
Yeah.
because of the colour.
I have done a lot of beers with raspberry before, and they are
I think that's why.
very similar.
And I've
tasting.
done a cherry and a raspberry of the exact same style, and I don't think we could really tell the difference
No.
No.
between the two.
One was slightly lighter, but I don't remember which one.
Neither do I. And
No,
to
I
be
drank
honest,
a lot of that.
what I probably gave it, yeah, that was probably a 50-50 as to what it was.
Gave it, yeah.
Gave it, yeah. And he picked on me for my English.
Now, last video, we made a really stupid promise about the next beer that we're going to make extending from this one. So I'm going to challenge you, Luke. What are you going to do?
What? Sorry? What?
Well, we were doing
Honey
the
baked ham.
yeah. So we had the Bullet Stout video, and Simon said, "I want to make a beer that tastes like Christmas ham." So, what are you thinking? Fish beer. Which I think
Most
Simon
beers
is
have
also
fish.
working on.
Yeah, Simon is working on that. Most beers do have it with the
What
flocculent.
about salt and vinegar beer?
Salt and vinegar? Yeah.
I'm more of a light and tangy
A
guy.
sour-
That'd be like a goes, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, light and
Light and tangy.
What about we just make like a base pale and split it into 5 lots of just chip flavours? But it's actually got crunched up bits of chip in the bottom of it.
I'd definitely say crunchy.
What are the ones that give you diarrhea?
Ruffles!
Is that just all ruffles? Regardless of flavour.
Yeah, they had something in them.
I don't know if I actually spoke to you about this. That breakfast sour beer. That we're going to mash in with granola, dump yogurt in it.
Yeah, we
like
did
a
talk
bunch of
about that.
acai berries in it.
We decided we're going to do a red IPA for me and a white IPA.
White IPA for me.
And
Together.
we're going to do a bit of a
No, we'll do
blend.
them separately, but
We'll do them separate, but we're going to blend a little bit together and make it a pink IPA.
Good.
Good.
That's going to keep the fan happy.
It's just me. Yeah, I look good saying that. So yeah, pink eye. PA.
Oh, I can't wait to try.
Sound like a winner?
Yeah, it does, mate.
Luke likes it.
The Berliner Weiss, what would you do next differently than this?
Drop the pH a little bit more, or maybe let the lactose.
You make
go for
it
a bit
more
longer.
sour than
Yeah,
this.
fuck you.
Like this sour beer.
Maybe a different fruit as well, something a little bit more identifiable.
Like raspberry.
Yeah.
Because we've done now blueberry, raspberry, cherry,
Yeah.
mango,
Maybe.
elderflower.
Is that
What's
fruit?
what's left?
Boysenberry. You did?
Yeah, boysenberry's kind of hard to pick up though.
That was like a nothing one as well.
What would you honestly fruit it with? Besides what?
Watermelon.
Yeah, that's
Maybe,
actually pretty
yeah,
good.
good.
watermelon. I do like watermelon sours.
I'm hearing pomegranate.
Are you though?
Passion fruit?
Yeah.
Passion fruit's quite a
Passion
sour
fruit, yeah.
fruit as it is.
Passion fruit sour. Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Thanks to this, boys. I'll try and piece together 5 minutes of shit from whatever we've
We got
got.
about 20 to choose from.
20 minutes of shit and one sentence half well strung together.
Is that the name of next season's podcast, by the way?
What's that?
20 minutes of shit, one sentence half strung
I was
together.
actually going to honestly call it beer and shit
With pink eye. Yeah.
with pink eye. We can.
I remember when you guys used to talk about beer.
You happy? Yeah, you both happy?
Not at all, but we'll go with that.
All right, thank you,
Done.
man.
I want my face pixelated. And seeing as I'm going to be a teacher, my name's censored as well. Don't tag me.
You can apparently do what you want and still be a teacher.
Touche.